Alright, should be going soon. Alright, I think everything's up and running now. Hello and welcome. So I bought myself a SNES Classic today. I was lucky. The Walmart I went to had plenty, and I only had to get in line at like 5:15 a.m. to have a crack at one. And I mean, it's great so far. The games play really well, but the only real reason I'm here, the only real reason I got this was Star Fox 2, which for people who have known me for years know that I will not shut up about this game, because I played the leaked ROM of it many years ago, the footage of which is lost to time because nobody knows what a Viddler is anymore. So I'm going to play it again. Apparently I'm being told to crank up my voice more. That'll hopefully fix it. So here's our intro with a bunch of Cornerian ships being eaten by a giant space dragon. There's our hero's attack carrier in all of its 20 frames per second glory or whatever we're running at. And yeah, here it is. Okay. Mission. I'm gonna start on normal, just because it's been a while. So, as you can see, this is already different from most Star Fox games. The linearity has gone out of it. Don't really feel like doing voices right at this moment. So yeah, the monkey with half his face missing is, of course, Andros, perennial villain. Bases on overrun planets, planetary missiles fired from the bases. Must ask you for your assistance, etc., etc. If Corneria takes 100% damage, it loses because that's how damage works. Engage the force of Andros while taking as little damage as possible. That brings us to character select. So you've got your four usual suspects: Fox, Falco, Peppy, Slippy. Then you have the two new characters, Mew, a Lynx, or is it Mayu? I guess Mew, and Faye, a Spaniel. Character selection does sort of matter. Fox and Falco fly the balanced regular R-Wing. Peppy and Slippy fly the defensive R-Wing, which has more shields but doesn't shoot as fast and as hard. And Mew and Faye have the Interceptor R-Wing, I think it was called, which has less shields but shoots faster and flies faster. So, gonna go with Fox and Mew for this. to destination by moving the cursor, then press B. Engage the enemy, land on planets, and intercept ships. Switch positions with your wingman by pressing select. Turn Mothership to warp to any free planet. So, basically, at any time I can press select, and whichever player ship I'm controlling will change. And also, this all plays out in a semi-real-time manner. So nothing's happening right now because I haven't tried moving yet. So let's go after the missiles first. So I'll press B to fly here, and as you can see, now everything starts moving. If I press X or Y on this screen, time stops, so I can reassess. I'm still cool with what I'm doing. So we're going to go after the missiles, and we intercept them, which leads to a fight out in all-range mode. Yeah, that was the big hallmark of Star Fox 2, all-range mode, something that that the public first saw in Star Fox 64 actually originated from this game. So rather than it being the linear corridor shooter style, everything's done in a more freeform style, but you're still within a limited area. Right now, I'm in cockpit view, and also from Star Fox 64, the charge burst. Let's boost. Now, the funny thing is, while I'm in missions, stuff is also happening as well. So if ships are attacking Corneria, I'll actually get pinged about that. I'm going to now go after this squadron of fighters. Which again is another battle. Also, interestingly enough, you get put in the cockpit for this. For the majority of these all-range mode space battles. I can't remember any of these where you actually are an external camera, because they didn't really think about the the U-turns and the somersaults that you can pull in Star Fox 64 at the time. And now we're going to go to the carrier. I'm playing on normal, so that's why it's going to be kind of easy. Although this is going to present a little bit more challenge. Not much, though. So the idea is they want me to fly into the core. Oops, took a hit. Which basically means I've got to trench run this a little bit. There we go. Game will automatically take over once we get close enough. And now we're in the ship itself. This ship is really huge, actually. Alright, I can also do this. So this is something that they put into Star Fox Zero, the idea that the R-Wing could transform into a mech. And I don't know what these medals do. I legitimately don't remember. But we're going to collect it anyway. And you can also jump. And that brings us to the core. So, it's actually kind of difficult to control the walker since you don't have any analog stick control. You have to use L and R to rotate yourself, and the D-pad is for strafing and walking forward and backwards. Strafing's kind of important. And yeah, that's that. So this right here, yeah, that's the satellite defense platform. Periodically it will charge up and fires a shot that will annihilate a fighter squadron or squadron of missiles or group of missiles. So right now 2 planets are being attacked. There's Titania and there's Venom, which is a lot smaller than it normally looks. Anyway, I'm going to go to Titania just because that's closer right now. And here's our first Starwolf battle. Starwolf, again, a thing that that the public first sees in Star Fox 64, but originated in Star Fox 2. Get fucked, you fat porker. Maybe I should have played this on hard. This is a bit... When I played this earlier, it was actually kind of challenging. Anyway. And now, on Titania, we have to hit a certain number of switches to go into the base, to destroy the core, to destroy the base. And again, ground mission. There's a Moai statue there. I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, this is just a shield recharge. So nice of them to give me one. Oh, okay, never mind. That's not a stationary Moai head. Ow. Good thing to keep in mind. So that's one switch. Now I gotta find the other switch. Guess it's over here. Looks like it. Take out that spider. Back up over this. And now the base opens up. So we want to get there. And we fly in, for reasons unbeknownst to me, I guess so we can have this transition. Appears to be some sort of chicken tank. That was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. Very bad idea. I might actually get myself killed by my hubris. Okay, there's a power up there. Hopefully it's a shield.
Special weapon.
What does that even do? Yes, good. So, my initial special weapon were the Nova bombs. Or maybe they're just bombs. Now I got one that will repair me, which is kind of just what I needed right then and there, because you don't really have lives in the typical sense. You basically have the ship and your wingman's ship, and if both of those get destroyed, well, then the war's over and you've lost. There we go. So even with the game having a more powerful super effects chip than the original Star Fox, it still chugs. Like, they were definitely pushing the Super Nintendo and the super effects chip to its limits. And also, speak for yourself, Mew, I almost died. That base was plenty tough. So now, this is about ready to fire. It'll probably hit this. In the meantime, I'm going to try to intercept these missiles, or missile singular. I'm also going to swap over to Mew so we can see... There we go. Platform took out that squadron. And you'll notice that star-looking dot that's moving, that's another Star Wolf member coming to intercept me. But first, we're going to take care of this missile. So as you can see, the Interceptor R-Wing has less shields, but fires a lot faster. It also has, I believe that's like a special barrier shield by default. The item I picked up as Fox was the Defense R-Wing's special item. Don't misspecies me. So yeah, the giant space dragon from the intro is back. And it's right there. So we can either fight a boss or we can fight a mini-boss. We're going to try to fight a boss, just to get rid of it. Oh good, I made it. Now here's where there's a problem. Okay, there, got the shield up. I could have sworn that you could change your camera angle. I guess you can't. That makes this very difficult. But it's just a matter of faking him out every time he fires his mouth beam. I mean, hopefully it's a matter of faking him out every time he hits his mouth beam. And I accidentally used a second shield. But that's fine. A couple more good hits and he'll be done. Yep. Right in the face. And of course, the next Star Wolf member is right on top of me, so I'm going to swap back to Fox and fight him. Gonna guess Leon. I guessed correctly. He's a little bit tougher than Pigma was. I find it funny that Pigma is the weakest link in the SNES canon of Star Fox. Yes, ma'am. Oh, that's why Mew was telling me I could barrel roll those shots, because, yeah, now he's convinced me pretty good. Well, I'm gonna shoot, maybe? Okay, and I'm glad I got that. Right before I finished Leon off there, you saw General Pepper informing me that another carrier group has launched, and that's what I meant about things happening in real time even while you're fighting. Or not carrier group, in this case another carrier squadron. Okay, we're gonna go back to the mothership because I got a few seconds. Yes, now let's warp to Fortuna. I've never used the warp before, so it'll be fun to try. Oh, what the? Squirrely little things. Oh. Okay. I guess they just want to run into me instead. There we go. I guess this is what I get for saying things weren't difficult. And my butt handed to me by regular fighters. Repair the planet cannon. I don't like the sound of that. Of course, I know exactly what that is. So we're going to deal with that right now. I was hoping it had actually deployed it, but it has not yet. Space debris. Okay. This is kind of a bit of a corridor approach, actually, despite arguably being in all-range mode. I'm gonna actually use my... crap. How do I get around that asteroid? I can't. Kind of annoying. No problem. Just recharge. There we go. Anyway, the planet cannon is basically this big super laser that gets deployed on the front of the carriers. I was hoping they had actually deployed it, but they haven't. So here we go. Oh, crap. Wanna go? Oh. Okay. Well, at least I recharged the energy I lost. And a defense system took out something else. I guess it was that other fighter squadron that was bothering us. Just think how big this ship must be for a fighter-sized robot to walk around in it. Or back. Walk around in it and still have like 2.5 times its height in ceilings. Well, yeah, we can expect fewer attacks. I just took out the last major line of defense. Mangy cur. That's a good one. Got 2 missiles here. Let's take those out. And then we'll hit the base. And that will probably put us into the end game, unless there's another wave I'm not thinking of. Oh, it's not about at least... Ow. Keep crashing into rocks. That, never mind.
Twin blaster.
Things got a little fisheye there, but I just got the twin blaster. Double lasers, obviously. Can't hit this missile. I was hoping the charge shot would lock on, but it doesn't seem to want to do that. There we go, got it. So now we're gonna hit Venom, but I'm going to dock with the mothership real quick and warp to Eladrod, a planet that nobody had heard from before or since this game. Alright. Usual, usual rules apply here. Also, Venom's looking really nice this time of year. Oh, crap. Something's after me. And now it's not. Oh look, missile base. I do kind of like how this... There's at least stuff that would make you think that, yeah, this is a base that launched missiles that you're now attacking. What is this over here? Is it a power-up or a switch? Oh. Some more power-ups, but I kind of wanted my bombs back.
Twin blaster.
Anyway. Step on the switch. You can see that glowing barrier there. If I passed that, I would just end up turning around in plane mode. Pretty sure anyway. Let's find out. I was wrong. I think it's actually telling me go back where I'm going to just cancel the mission on you. Again, another departure, because in Star Fox 64 and other games in long-range mode, it just loops you back. Let's see what's in this power-up place. S. Is that the super shield? Well, I'll take super shield over shield repair. Nah. Take out this giant mushroom, if I even can. Oh, I guess it's just scenery. There. Just make sure. Okay, I guess they're just going to keep launching ships at me until I stop messing around. I just want to get my shields back up. The fact that they can fly faster than I can run is actually a net disadvantage for them, because they're not smart enough to slow down. Alright. Got greedy. Take out this wall then. Same thing. Just hoping for a different power. Again, I was hoping to get my bombs back just because I want them back. Oops, way too close. Way too close. There's some metal back there. But I didn't grab it. Oh well. I'm gonna guess it's just extra points or something. So that takes care of all of his forces. Neutralized once and for all, so we have to fly to this. Ah, there we go. Well, it's no I Garland will knock you all down, but I guess that's what we have to work with. So as you can see, his weapon is a little more advanced than the other ones. Deceived me how? Are you telling me I'm the best? I don't think that's necessarily wrong. Ah, I didn't barrel roll in time. That's really difficult to do when you're in first person. There we go. Ah, he's also barrel rolling. Come on. Damn it. He's down there, he's down there, he's down there. Almost got him. Got him. So, as you can see, he still looks like a reject from Mad Max, but he doesn't have the eye patch. He still goes down like a bitch. How's it feel, Wolf? To be a bitch. Alright, I'm done. Now we're going to warp directly to Andross's base. I hope I got a free shield repair out of that, because if not, I'm going to be real annoyed. This actually is fairly reminiscent of Star Fox Zero. And a little bit of Star Fox 64, specifically the Bulls defense satellite. Oh, come on. Get it together. Alright, we're gonna land. I'm sure I'll regret doing that in a bit, but... Alley-oop. This is why I wish I had my bombs. What the? Did it just absorb that? That thing sucks. Okay, good. It did. Now I need... Oh, shoot. I was hoping the power-up would be there. No biggie. Just have to remember to repair if I get in trouble. Or I can just get this one. Oh, what the? That's some Contra shit. I guess as befitting a final boss, the boss lair is bigger than any of the other interior areas we've had. Did I just... I did. We just went in a circle. But now I think the door to the boss is open. And there's even a recharge pad. Interesting. Okay. Got that. There's some power-ups here. And I think a weapon of some kind. Whoa. Man, that looks a bit dangerous.
Special weapon.
Oh. Clever. Okay, what's this? Is this just Twin Blaster? Actually, no, this is bombs. I'm probably gonna regret what I'm about to do here. But I feel like bombs might be necessary. So, real quick, recharge one more time. And then it's off to fight Andros and settle this. Maybe. Hang on a minute. Okay, I ran in here. There's no exit. Maybe I was wrong. Nope, this seems like where I want to be. Yep. Thank you for confirming. Oh, come on. And now we're gonna get menaced by a cube. Did I say menaced by a cube? I meant partially inconvenienced by a cube. At this point, the frame rate hits single digits. Here we go. And this is familiar. Very familiar. That's one eye. And take out the other one. Oh, right. Right, I forgot we are still in all range mode. It is a lot harder than I remember to take him out. There we go. Now that opens. Unload on the cube, and we're done here. Channeling Parappa the Rappa like 3 years early.
It was a team effort.
What's a mission?
Adios, Andros. Let's head back to Corneria.
There's your like 6 bits of digitized voice for this entire game. This was also a feature of the original Star Fox on the SNES, where it would basically give you a boss credits, although in this case there aren't really all that many bosses. So in this case it just gives me sort of a staff roll of all the, well, while doing the credits staff roll, it's also showing me like the fighters that I've fought, basically. It's definitely a really short game. I mean, all of the Star Fox games before Adventures were actually pretty short. They're very much arcadey experiences. Well, Star Fox and Star Fox 64 were very arcadey. This is a little bit too freeform for me to call it an arcade experience. But I mean, that's always what it's been. It's basically been a game about doing score attack more than anything else. And like I said, this probably pushed this Super Nintendo cartridge size as well as the Super FX chip to its limits. I mean, this thing's even having trouble with the frame rates on what amounts to a credit sequence. Speaking of arcade experiences, at one point there was actually going to be a Star Fox arcade game. Star Fox Assault on the GameCube was actually being developed in conjunction with Namco, who were looking to do an arcade version as well, but that never materialized. And push start. Come on, keep it going. Ah. I'm guessing I only got a C rank because I played this on normal. I imagine if I played on hard or expert mode, there's the chance to get more. Also, still don't know what those medals are. Let me just check something here. I want to see if it... Okay, it didn't give me expert mode. I'm guessing I'm going to have to beat it on hard to get expert mode. Well, let's just... I really should have sprung for the wireless controllers or the controller cable extensions. 1 second. There. Resetting it creates a suspend point. I don't even think I really need to make them. But let's just overwrite. There. Because I'm pretty sure this battery backs up my records anyway, much like Star Fox 64 did. It's gonna be it for now. I mostly did this so I could show off Star Fox 2 to a couple of my curious friends, but I definitely want to play more of this, and I want to play Star Fox 2 again on a harder difficulty level, see if there's anything more to it. Like I said, this is a really, really neat system, much like the NES Classic, which I didn't get my hands on. The presentation is just so good, and the games are definitely worth it. I mean, I know people are like, oh, I could just build a Raspberry Pi that does the same thing. Yeah, you could, but at least until somebody rips this out of it, you're not going to get that. So, that's going to be it for me for now. We'll see you all again next time. Have a good night.